previous experiences at Concordia University Ann Arbor, and small analysis or reflection in regards to challenges that I had to face in previous years. In the introduction, I'm just gonna give a little bit of information about myself. My full name is Jose Javier Garcia Falcones. I am an international student from Ecuador. I was born in a small town from the coast of Ecuador called Bahia de Caracas, and I'm currently a senior at Concordia University Ann Arbor, majoring for general business and administration. I officially started my journey at Concordia in 2019. I came here at a very young age when I was just 18, and I hope to graduate in December of 2023, which means in this fall. Also, my passion for soccer made me join the men's soccer team. Since I was a freshman on August 2019, I started my first practice at the men's soccer team at Concordia University. So, why did I choose Concordia University? I had some connections with some friends who already graduated at Concordia as well from the class of 2019. Um, he contacted me to ask me if I wanted to join the soccer team at Concordia University, and my passion from soccer made me took that decision pretty quick right after I graduated. I also got recruited by the men's soccer team by that time, which was Eric Schultz. He's no longer the coach at the soccer team. Hello there. Reason why I chose Concordia University is because I had a lot of personal goals for a future. A good example would be a business owner. I come actually from a family who owns shrimp farms, and they are really into the shrimp farming industry in Ecuador. It's something that I caught my attention pretty quick, and I told my parents that I wanted to continue my college studies at the U.S. and learn more the language as well. Also, I had a great interest in green marketing. I always try to help the environment, and I think there's no better way to help the environment by setting up businesses or industries that goes by hand with green marketing. This is my present. Here are the two organizations at Concordia University that helped me to move forward and evolve as a person, as a student, as an athlete. So one of them was of course, the Concordia University men's soccer. They taught me a lot of core values like integrity, courage, competence, respect, accountability, and also responsibility. Also, the Concordia International Center, they were really helpful for me during my 4 years at Concordia University. They helped me out with mentorship for any kind of class that I was struggling with, since English was technically my second language since I just got here, and I actually improved a lot. And also, I got external assistance from the international center as well, because I used to have a lot of transportation issues at the beginning, but they could help me out in terms of transportation and other stuff outside the university itself. So now we're just gonna talk about some of the areas that I could have done better in previous semesters. One of them is professional communication. It's very important, very, very important to communicate and make that connection with professors. So the use of professional or formal channels like the email. You can even use text messages, but it's less formal. I would use that as a last source to communicate or contact your professor. Um, Also, the face-to-face communication was very important to communicate with any kind of instructor. You could touch any kind of topic. You could have any questions or concerns that you want to clear in regards to any kind of lecture or homework. Also, scheduling meetings through email in advance in order to clear any kind of issue or concern with the class. Always respect the time of professors. We have to be respectful with the times of others. We don't know if they're going with a busy schedule, so that goes with hand to try to email them in advance and try to see if they are available for any kind of good time. And also, do not leave anything for the last minute. It is very important. Do not procrastinate. That was one of the biggest, I would say, weaknesses that I used to have back then. But I could evolve and I could improve in that sense. So here is a small list about things I wish I could have done better. One of them, definitely one of the biggest one, would be time management between classes and athletics. I used to have a lot of travels away with the soccer team, especially during the fall semester because we are usually in season during that time, and I used to struggle a lot to keep up with classes and other assignments. It was a little bit challenging for me, and I think that's a thing that I could have improved a little bit by my side. Also, procrastination, as I explained in the previous slide, I think that was one of the biggest issues that made uh, this time management even more challenging for me. So I would recommend for any freshman or someone who isn't coming to commit to Concordia University to always keep up with your classes. Always try to do your assignments in time and try to not procrastinate and leave everything for the last minute. Also, things I think um, with the time that I've been studying and that I feel more mature now, I got more self confidence. I wish I could have more confidence in myself back then to the my freshman or sophomore year. I think that would have helped me a lot in regards breaking the ice, starting conversations with more people, or even making more friends. Also, I would I would done better by being more accountable in certain classes and other lectures along the year. I think I could have done that better, and also be more open minded in regards anyone's other's opinion, even if that person thinks completely different than me. I think I could have done that better and get out from my bubble and try to learn new things and try to share new ideas with people. That's one of the things that I wish I could have done better, definitely. And here's just a small reflection of the things that I've done before. By the end of the day, we are all human beings. No one is perfect besides God. Always learn from past mistakes. That's one of the biggest ones. That's one of my biggest reflections now that I feel more mature. I always try to look back and remember all the mistakes, but not try to bring them up. I just learn from it and try to forget about the bad things that I've done. Also, I'm pretty conscious about the idea of that every kind of journey has obstacles that got put in our way in order to help us to grow and mature. I think that's one of the biggest reflections that I have in regards to things. So now we'll talk about a little bit about my journey at Innovative Client Connections. ICC is located at Southfield, Michigan, and works with hand with some of the biggest retailers in the United States. These were Costco and Sam's Club. The objective of ICC was to provide customers with a unique shopping experience, also provide them with the right information in order to help them with better financial decisions, and also help them out with different kind of promotions like gift cards and other kind of incentives. Oh, and to finalize with this presentation, here's a small list of classes that helped me to acquire that knowledge for that internship. One of those was Business 161, Business Essentials. This class, I took this class my freshman year. It was a really helpful class. It it taught me how to make a resume, how to do a good professional cover letter. Also, it helped me out to create a LinkedIn profile as well. Another class was Business 355. It was the Management Information System class. It helped me a lot to know about different operative systems because back at the internship, we used to deal a lot with different platforms in regards the energy program or other mobility programs as well, and including this class as well, the Business 399 class was, I think, was the most important one so far because it gave me the actual experience of the outside world. I learned a lot of things, and I'll be really grateful with my previous job because all the experience that I earned. And a final senior inside my, I would say, like a recommendation for students who want to try their journey at Concordia University. Here's a small list. The first one is do not feel afraid to ask for help. No one is perfect. If you think that you're failing or you're struggling with something, do not feel afraid to ask. Another one is to get along with productive people, with productive individuals that have goals in life. It is very important. Be with persons who love talking about philosophy, who love talking about things that you like to as well, who share common interests or even hobbies. That would help you a lot to acquire more knowledge, and it helps you to make new friends as well. Also, try to be a sponge. That's one of the biggest things that my last internship taught me. Be a good listener. Always try to take notes of things that you think you're gonna need in the future. It is very important as well. Always be positive. Always be optimistic. There's always gonna be peace after the storm. That's one of the biggest my biggest phrases. So if you if you even struggle, you see something challenging, it's just gonna be something temporary. It's not gonna be forever. And always learn from mistakes because no one is perfect. That's one of the biggest insights that I could give from my personal experience at Concordia University.